Hey. DMS Uncut, we in the building. It's your boy Feezy, the main man. You already know, Montreal, man. Right now, I have a special guest, man. It's not even a guest, man. It's like basically like you should be a co-host, bro.
Yeah, at this point.
Literally, like.
But yo, how long have I been coming around? Almost 10 years?
Almost 10 years, bro.
And now just to come into this spot right now to see where it's been.
That's what I'm talking about.
From the station.
We are here.
To this. All the cameras. Doing it proper.
Hey, man.
This is what it is. This is consistency. This is where you go. This is what you do when you don't stop. This is what it looks like. Man, I always got to give you your flowers, man. It's amazing to see where you've brought the brand with DMS since day one, since the battle, since the show, since everything, and how branding and putting everything together. This is the results.
Appreciate that, my brother. You already know we from the mud. You know what I mean? We got it from the mud. Big shout out hip hop music. Big shout out to the team. You already know DJ Flip. You know what I mean? Sony, my man, Mastermind, Alyssa. We in the place. Now, hey, man, Montreal, check this out, man. Today I got my man Budz in the building, man. Budz, you might have seen him in the studio at Makeway, probably making music for your favorite artists. And when I say your favorite artist, I'm talking about, give him a few names, man.
Yeah, man, we've worked with Enima, we've worked with K-Bands locally, we've had Smiley in a bunch.
That's local, man. Give them
big
names, man.
You know me. I always love shouting out my,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We've had some people from Wu-Tang come in. We've had Riff Raff come in back when he was doing shows a lot. Just tons and tons. It's just been crazy because they always just hit me up. There's somebody in town that's doing a show. They're passing by and they're asking around. Well, what's the studio to go to? What's like the main studio you could bring me to? And there's a lot of guys that are active, but at the end of the day, you're not going to bring an A-list to a basement studio. You're not going to bring it to that. So every time, they're like, yo, where it at? Makeway Studios. We got the nicest facilities. I'm rocking it, and it's just crazy. Every time that I have one of these guys come in, I'm always at the end, yo, how'd you feel? You've been to studios all around the world, Right. How'd you feel it? And they're like, yo, every time.
And I still mention this story every single time. Big shout out to my man
Budz. Okay, that was the Onyx session.
My man Budz called me one day. He's like, yo, Feezy, what you doing, man? I'm chilling, bro. It's like, all right, yo, pull up, man. I got Federal Star, Sticky Fingers, Onyx in the building right now in the studio, man. Just pull up.
They're here with like a whole clique. They just did a show. They're in the studio.
Bro, I thought it was some Montreal rappers that, Montreal sometimes they use this thing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, what? Told me, yeah. I pulled up, man. Yo, big shout out to my man Budz, man. You know what I mean? I met my man Federal Star. It was the first time I was in an actual studio session with legends, hip-hop legends. You feel me? For those who don't know, I'm talking about Onyx. You know what I mean? Federal Star. Sticky Fingers, real session at Makeway Studio. That was fire, man.
Yeah, and I'm working at the board. I kind of have my back. Everybody's in the back of me. I'm working at the big mixing board. I got my face in the computer. I'm doing the thing, and all of a sudden I hear in the back, and I was like, and I look back, and I see Sticky's lighting up, and Feezy is looking at me, looking like.
Hold on. For those who don't know, you can't smoke.
We don't
in the
smoke in the
studio. You can't smoke.
It's a family environment. I got kids coming by with parents and this and that. So it's changed since back in the day. We used to be running piff all day, but since we upgraded, it got more commercial. So
Sticky Fingers came up with a big ass blunt,
huge. And so Feezy's looking at me. I look at him, and I know he's thinking like, what's Budz gonna do? Feezy's like, I'm not gonna say it ain't my spot. So he's looking at me like, what's he going to do? And I look at him, I'm just like, I was like, yo, I go up.
Hold up.
I walk
Sticky
up.
Said, hold on, what's happening? Bud said, you can't smoke in here.
I said, yo, we don't usually smoke in the studio. He's like,
what do you mean you can't smoke in the studio, bruh?
What kind of a studio is this?
What kind of studio is this, man?
I was like, look, everybody gets one.
And we lit it up, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Then we passed around, we all smoke. At the end of the day, as long as you give me a toke too, fuck it, let's go. But
fire shit.
I remember that look in Feezy's eyes when I turned around. I was like, okay.
Let's go. And I was out here with my nigga. We good?
We good? All right. Well, yeah, he could do it.
Straight up, man. Big shout out, man. Makeway for real, man. Those are just little. That's nothing, man. There's so much more, man. Behind the scenes stories. I didn't even know about it, man. But most definitely. And for those who don't know, lately you might have seen my man Budz working with the NPC queen. They call her Pinky Doll.
Yes.
Ice cream is so good. Pause.
Yeah, for sure. That picture, we did that big 8-hour session there, the whole thing.
We seen that picture. That's what when I saw that picture, I was like, damn, okay. At least she knows who to reach out to when it comes to the studios and get that quality
for sure.
shit.
They wanted to breach out into the English music industry.
So how did that whole Pinky Doll Makeway collaboration happen? Talk to me.
So I just got the call one day, hey, we want to make sure that she's in the right hands, that at least we're going to the right place to get the music done. So when she came by, okay, I'll help write the music. Right now the song.
So you wrote Ice Cream So Good. Yes.
yeah. You could see on Spotify everything. It's and it's crazy because like it didn't really click, but it's like, yo, we wrote a viral TikTok song. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, and there's people doing dances to it, the whole thing, copying how she moves, and it's all with her catchphrases. So it was really cool. It's exciting to be a part of something like that.
And are you actually a fan of the whole TikTok wave, first of all? Because I know you got a whole lot of things going on, but being able to actually pinpoint who's the TikTok stars and who's serious about their craft when it comes to the TikTok thing. So how does it work with Pinky Doll? Because that was pretty much like an overnight type of thing. You feel me?
So how do I feel about TikTok or in
Just
general? I think
it's
a very powerful platform. It's like Instagram Reels, on crack. It's wild, even me, I kind of discovered my own brand through TikTok. Mm-hmm. When I started doing the jewelry thing, I was posting, close-ups of diamonds, close-ups of gold. It wasn't really doing that well. And then I posted a video of me talking in front of the Diamond District, explaining, that this is a place where literally every jewelry store in Montreal is going to get their stuff done. It's all in one building. You think you're with a brand name, you think you're with fancy people here, but really it's all the same people, all in the same building, all getting the same supplies. So once I said this whole video and I saw, okay, people like to see a character, someone actually talking, the person behind the brand. And
by the way, this is for all you rappers out there, man. It's giving you gems. It's good. Y'all dropping videos, y'all dropping songs, but you know what I mean? Sometimes the fan like to see the person behind the music.
And I'm not talking about either just like a little selfie video with the background, me smoking. I'm talking about outside, have somebody film it. If you have a stabilizer, make it clean. It just kind of happened. We freestyled it. The energy was natural, but it just hit. At the end when I was done, I was like, yo, let's post this. And after that, I was getting recognized all throughout the building. People are like, oh, you're the Diamond District guy. Oh, you're the guy from the videos. Now we have a bunch of people that are in the Diamond District, the older guys that have been doing business for 40 plus years that want me now to help them with their social media engagement and how to do what I'm doing without spending thousands of dollars on ads. Mm-hmm. And, that's the biggest thing. They come to me, they're like, well, how much ad money is he spending?
Yeah, for sure.
We're not. We're just making quality content constantly, and this is how we're gaining everything.
So you see, that's understandable why I can see why you're working with Pinky Doll now, or why she would have reached out to a Makeway to basically elevate the social media game or whatnot that she had going through. So you basically, as the person that she reached out to do the whole project and all that, did you have a certain vision with the project, or how do you feel about that?
Yeah, for sure. When I'm writing for somebody, I could tell right away.
So yeah, you say you're writing, by the way. When I went on the production credits, I saw it's written by Budz. I mean, my bad. It's written by
Brandon Heads.
I ain't trying to see your government, but
it's all good.
It's written by Brendan.
Yeah.
Which is you.
This is me.
So when I go on Pinky Doll song, I see it's written by you. That's like, so talk to me about that. How does that come about? So you wrote the song for the Ice Cream So Good. You wrote the song.
Yeah, for sure. So
you sat down, Ice Cream So Good. Yes.
Yeah, there was definitely funny moments because, I have to recite it too. So there's two verses in there.
How was it though?
Oh, it was amazing working with it because the process is right away when I'm...
Recite it.
Yeah. When I'm... And it's funny because it's like, you know, when you're making demo tracks, it's like, yo, nobody dropped this, huh? You know, nobody don't record this.
Track and shit. Yeah.
Because, you know, when you're writing for a female, you're obviously writing stuff that's not something I would normally be saying. But when I am writing for somebody, you could tell right away where they're at, how they could fall. You know, everything was on beat. You know, we're working with the pronunciation, the accent. It was all on point. There was already a basis of something. It wasn't working with somebody who was just saying, oh, let me enter the game. You know, like, it was serious. It was good. There's something there.
Because a lot of people are still wondering, like, at the end of the day, like I said, when I saw the picture, I was trying to understand the link between you guys too. So it's good to see that she recorded in Makeway Studio. Makeway, we know it's one of the studios that's been putting on for a lot of artists in Montreal. If you don't know, then do your Googles. I keep repeating that. Now, what's next? Do you know anything, any exclusive you can tell us or anything you can give us?
I mean, look, as far as just like the whole career as a this is one of the first artists, or I wouldn't say Montreal people because we've had Montreal people. This is one of the first artists, at least, that hit Forbes, that hit New York, that hit all these huge platforms. And to me, like, that's mad impressive. I've seen entrepreneurs in Montreal in the community go on Forbes, you know, under 30 and stuff like that. But for an artist to be hitting that, I feel like that's pretty impressive.
I got a message right now from my girl Alyssa from Ladies Want to Know, and she just asked me right now from the ladies, would Budz pay her NPC girl?
Pay?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I don't know. There's a weird there's a weird vibe of the fan base that comes behind it, you know, and I don't know, the whole tipping of like streamers, like, you know, I feel like if you're into watching streams, like gamers, like people who tip gamers, it's like that same maybe crowd that would tip an NPC girl. I've never been into like the whole.
What about OnlyFans?
Damn.
OnlyFans? No, I never got on OnlyFans.
No?
No. I feel like that's just too close. That's too close to like.
Meaning your girl can get the goddamn phone and see you subscribe, nigga. That's what's up.
You know me, I've been in committed relationships, you know, so it's like when you're like that, it's like you're chasing a girl. I don't know, like that's just too like there's a specific girl you watch, you know. It's like, what, you know, I don't know, like I wouldn't feel comfortable if my girl was subscribed to Jason Love, you know, like, and she's just watching his shit, you know. I'd be like, yo, slow down.
Jason Love is the guy that fuck.
Yeah,
you know who the fuck is Jason Love. Don't lie. Stop the cap.
No.
So what you as Makeway Studio you can offer to an up and coming artist? You got an up and coming artist, they keep hearing Makeway this, Makeway that.
Exactly. So you
have
feel
to
like
explain them. What can you offer to an artist that's just starting in music, has a new project or something going on? Why would I go to Makeway, man?
So there's the artists that are starting that have nothing, that don't understand anything about the industry or where to start. I'm helping really giving quality release plans, being 100% transparent to show them all the options that you could do, what your like success rate would be if you go all the way, if you invest this much, and then there's if you do a sort of kind of a lower plan, you know, it's you always see with artists, you know, if you put your full foot in the game, the ones who do, they end up going hard, you know, they end up really popping out, you know, when you're spending with your music videos, with this, with that, and you're doing a lot of content, it pushes, you know, you get what you put out. But really now what I'm doing for artists that already have a buzz, which is what I'm seeing a little bit more these days, you know, because when I was starting, I'm getting all the new people, everyone who's starting out, Budz, what can you do for me, this and that. But now it's like I'm getting a lot of people that have already attained a buzz, and they get nervous that they're not going to do the right thing with it. They don't want to end up like another one of these Montreal artists or artists from any city that gets a lot of like a lot of buzz, and then it dies down because they didn't really know how to do anything from that. Whether it was because they had a criminal case, or whether it was because they just didn't have good management, or they were just like, what, do I just rinse and repeat? I just keep making these little music videos? Like, I'm not making money. I'm spending thousands of dollars every single time I drop something. I was talking to an artist the other day, and somebody that was hitting millions of views back then, you know, and I was like, yo, what are you doing now? He's like, man, I don't want to do this music shit. I want to make money now. I was tired of spending money, and I was just like, damn. I'm like, that's the mindset of somebody who never did the right thing with that buzz, with that engagement that they were getting. So now I'm able to kind of just set proper release plans. Didn't do the right thing
and didn't have the right tools.
For sure. You know, the right people around them, you know, so it's crazy now. Just like I feel so passionate when I see artists like this, because it's sad almost, you know. It's like, what do I do with myself? I got to that point I wanted to be, and then I wasn't able to really take it further or travel with it. So
for a new artist,
with my contacts, you know, from Montreal to LA to Florida, I'm able to bring an artist, you know, a little bit further out, get their connections a little further, whether it's with A&Rs, with labels, with bigger video teams, with bigger marketing teams. And I also recognize that, you know, there's times where things exceed my talent or what my resources are here. So I would put people onto the next level. And if you're at a brand that is acceptable by that, we can get anybody on the phone right away. You know, we've been a respected brand for so many years that when we have something that to put on the table, it's always taken seriously. You know, that's how back in the day when I was doing all my shows, I was able to put on for so many artists. With Ricky D, I was telling him, look, I got these artists. There wasn't even a question. I'd be like, look, I got these 3 guys. They want to go on the show. Say, okay, well, if it's coming from you, it's good.
Bro, even me.
Even with you, you know, if it's, there's not really questions. I got this artist that's coming up, and I was even going to say, I got like 3 people right now. I was probably going to talk to you after this to bring on, because regardless what I'm doing with myself or with any artist, I love helping out the Montreal community.
Even on my side, a lot of artists reaching out to DMS on some, like, trying to get some promotion and all that. And then they're like, yeah, but I worked with Budz in the past and I did all that. That already gave me like a sign that I know you kind of have a serious basis and you're serious on your craft. You feel me? Because I know if you, my man Budz told you, like, you know what I mean, I'm working with you I know for a fact you're serious on your craft. Yeah. And it's important because a lot of artists, they don't even think about that, bro. All these new artists in Montreal, sometimes they talk about all that Spotify shit that they have. That's why you're bumping. Nah, nigga. A lot of times they have work ethic. Yeah, that they don't have necessarily.
And it's just crazy because, you know, if you would have asked me, you know, like if an artist comes to Makeway like a couple years ago, like I'd be like, well, solely because they want to do recording, mixing, graphic design for their logos, website, music videos, photo shoots. We have everything in house. You know, that was always the vibe, and it still is. But lately, I've just been seeing they're coming for Budz. Mm-hmm. You know, if Budz isn't at Makeway, I don't want to record.
You know what's funny?
It's like that, you know, and I'm like, damn, like people really want that. So it's the unique set of skills that I've been really able to just set across with people.
I had an interview with one of the, by the way, make sure you check out my man Fléau DiCaprio, brand new project out. Allez checker ça, disponible sur toutes les plateformes. Yeah. My man was telling me, man, I'm like, yo, bro, what's up with the whole music, your progression as an artist? And he was telling me, bro, my first English song I ever recorded was at Makeway. He's a French artist. For those who don't know, you know what I mean? And he recorded at Makeway. You know what I mean? Shout out Fléau. That already means a little something.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? For sure. Him as a English up-and-coming artist at the time, he still reached out to the Makeway studio. So it means a lot that you've been putting in work for a minute.
And it's crazy just to see the people that are still making music. And everybody that really knew me back then that's still making music, they're all in great positions now. They're all making amazing content, amazing songs. You could see the progression. Just the other day, I had, you know, those little Facebook memory things, J-Def, you know, Space Mandela, 9 years ago in Makeway Studios, you know, and I just had to repost that. I was like, yo, like, and now where he's at now, he's making crazy TikTok videos. He's doing the content. He's doing shows, freestyling, and it's just great to see the guys that have stuck in the game. Same with Gabby. He used to go by Mac Vibes. Been working really tight with him. We've been doing all the projects together, and it's just crazy. And a big reason why I like working with him and I like working with artists that have been in the game from back then is I know you're not quitting now. If I spend a little time with you to do this, I know you're not going to quit in a week. You've been doing this for 10 years, you know? Back. Nothing's changing.
I say even 5 years, 10 years later, you're going to pull up back. If you're an artist and you love it,
you're doing this.
You're going to come back, man.
Yeah. Definitely. You know, so Gabby, definitely a really great artist to just to be working with and to do everything, how he changes style, but he always keeps that rap essence. You know, no matter how commercial we're going to get with it, you know, always show people you could still spit, because at the end of the day, you know, we started before that auto-tune thing, you know.
Hey, man, you already know what it is. My man Budz, Makeway Studios. Budz, man, let him know how can they follow you, how can they book a session, give him all that good shit, man.
Anu Budz. If you find that, then you'll find Makeway Studios, and you'll find Orm Cristallini. You find everything that I've been doing, from the music to the jewelry.
Hold on, what?
What?
Hold on, what?
Did he talk about jewelry?
Like, hold on, what?
What?
Orm Cristallini?
Orm Cristallini.
See these niggas coming out iced out in their videos and shit. Talk to me. What the fuck is this real quick? Like,
yo, for the past 2 years, we've been killing the whole Orm and Crystallini game, which is custom jewelry for artists. So now everybody that I've been branding, that I made logos for, that I did anything with, now say, hey, remember that logo we made? Let's ice it out now. Let's put it on a solid gold chain with real VVS diamonds. Man, it's been wild, wild, wild. Everyone I've been doing my jewelry for right now, it's been artists in the Montreal music scene. Tons, pendant after pendant, bust down pieces. It's been sick. And I'm getting the same reaction that I get in the studio. You're working quick, you're working efficient, you know how to switch when it needs, and the price is right. It's not this crazy rape that these stores are doing, saying, you know, oh, bring your rapper friends, and they don't put anything on the scale. You don't know how many diamonds are in your piece. You don't know how much it weighs.
Diamond tester.
You know, and
what's I need?
And a lot of the bullshit that we've been seeing, I've broken pieces.
You see how y'all like diamond ass niggas?
We come with the diamond testers to shows. People don't even approach us when they're wearing the fake shit. So we're making sure that the Montreal music scene is getting the ice at the appropriate price because it's what they deserve, you know? And I want to see my scene come up. And I want to see them not getting fucked over, especially since that money is probably best spent in the music. You already know what it is. Diamonds in the motherfucking building. The jewelry, Orm and Crystallini. Let's get it. So, they see me since I've been up, but now the gold is my middle name. Yeah. The whip and the charge of the business got different with every chain. We don't move the same. Know my ways. Yeah. And I seen them shining, but it ain't the same. Let's get it like diamonds. I need you setting them straight, yeah. Diamonds, it comes and it goes, don't you wait. Look, the cut and the color and grade, yeah. We came to the district today, yeah. Diamonds, it came from the work and the pain. Look, don't run on my name. I need the reason for all of the pain. Don't stock up the problems, you probably profit from people with nothing, got nothing to say. I don't claim I'm a saint, but that money go round. I called out the names of all of these frauds who done ran in my town. I ran them out and they would say, before all the diamonds and chains, before you go spend it for fame, best know they plot on your head trying to get out of debt. It ain't nothing new up in this game.
What else?
Seen it all. I say fuck a loss, cause I lack the same when they ain't real with y'all. Look, my diamonds get cheaper each carat of gold. The emerald's green is the herb that I smoke. We burning it back, it ain't burning my gold. The first of the month we be taking it all. Ayy, hit it a bank, yeah, I'm getting paid. You can sit this one out, really. If you ain't made for this game, once again, I'll tell them like diamonds, I need you setting them straight. Diamonds, it comes and it goes, don't you wait. The cut and the color and grade, they came to the district today.
Okay.
Cause of them diamonds, it came from the work and the pain.
I don't good believe it.
I've enough now that gold is my middle name. Yeah, that whip and the charge of the business got different with every chain. We don't move the same, so know my name, Budz. We don't act the same, nah, shit. Yo, DMS, let's fucking get it.
We don't act the same, you niggas fake, you niggas. No, I'm playing.
But I got a couple Feezy
y'all don't want it, y'all don't want it.
I got his Feezy tracks in the bank, dog. Yo, one day.
Let's get it.
My dude, thanks for having me on. Respect. Always love seeing you.